Everyone, to Unity on the Eastern Shore. It is so wonderful to see everyone here. We have a couple of new people, so welcome, Holly. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Welcome. We have come to know that nothing happens by accident and that we are all is in divine order. We are not here by accident. We are part of the divine source energy that manifests as unity on the Eastern Shore, here and now. As we celebrate the gift of life and our unity with all others, we affirm that we are one. We bless and embrace people of every race, culture, lifestyle, and creed, and we know that the one source, as light and love, expresses equally in every life. We are grateful for the presence of God within each of us and our ever-increasing acceptance and expression of the divine truth. So once again, it's wonderful to be here, everyone. The February power is the color pink, and it is love. The affirmation for the month is, my intention is to be loving and kind to myself and others. The daily word is going to be love. I genuinely share the love of God. Today I commit to expressing the love that lives in me as I extend my heart generously and without hesitation. My heart is full and my love flows freely. I look for ways to share my kind words and actions. I may send a gift to a dear one, bestow a heartfelt gift, and just let those who are dear to me know that I love them and they can count on me. I trust my loving gestures bless everyone around me. Likewise, I gratefully receive messages of love, taking them into my heart and feeling the warmth behind them. The source of all love is God, and I feel the divine presence in every tender word and kind action. I keep this truth alive every time I speak and act in love. I give you a new commandment, that you love one another. Just as I have loved you, you also should love another. John 13:34. And now we're going to have a beautiful song. Amazing Things by Michael Gott.
Amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. You will do amazing things with a choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when, where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things.
That was a very beautiful song. Thank you for that choice today, Linda. Well, it is a great pleasure today that I have the honor of introducing our speaker today, who also is one of our 2 ministers that we have right now. How lucky are we? Reverend Linda Fisher is a spiritual coach and an ordained science of mind minister, motivational speaker, sacred ceremony officiate, mastermind facilitator, and a business consultant. She also provides business and travel vacation home caretaking services for pet care. She holds a bachelor in religious studies from Agape Institute, as well as a bachelor and a master's from the University of Sedona. Reverend Linda has lived in numerous places and now resides here with us in Daphne, Alabama. To be near her many numerous grandchildren and her great-grandkids, she's special enough to have 2 of, Hula Blue and Cody, who take a special place in her heart. We have something in common. We're both from New England. We're Massachusetts. She's from Cambridge, and if you don't know Cambridge, that is where Harvard is. She enjoys fine dining, theater, boating, teaching, and volunteering in the community. Today, she's going to be talking about kindness and love with intentions and miracles. Let's please have a warm welcome for Reverend Linda Fisher. I'm so honored. Thank you. Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. Wow, she makes me sound really good, huh? Oh, wow, what a joy it is to be here today. And to see so many new faces, that makes it even more enjoyable because, you know, we are a church that is looking to grow and to really reach out into the community and let people know, hey, we have an exciting church here, and we have another minister that's a musician that sings. I don't sing. If I do, you'll say, uh-oh, I think I want to leave the room. But, you know, it's wonderful because it was in God's timing. There was a reason that I moved to Alabama, and there's a reason that I've known Jack for years, and we connected, and he said, Reverend Linda's in Alabama? She was in California. You know, big difference. But it is a joy, and thank you all for being here, and those that are online. You know, we are a thriving church, very loving, and we'd love to see you come and be with us here to break bread and to share and to especially get a hug. I think that's one of the things that, you know, really resonates to a lot of people. So at this time, before I do my talk, why don't we do a little bit of prayer, a little bit of meditation. So if you feel comfortable, close your eyes and just take a deep breath and connect to that inner presence of the Almighty that lives within you. And in this stillness, as you hear my voice, you may take that into your own heartfelt and just relax and be at that place of peace. So as we come together this morning, we come here to learn, to grow, to break bread, to share what's in our hearts. For this is a time and a day to be joyful, to be kind, to be loving, and to believe in the power of prayer that moves mountains. For I know that each person that hears my voice is here by divine appointment. For we are one in that presence of the Almighty. We are interconnected, heart to heart, hand to hand. This is a day to rejoice, to be thankful, to be that present light that shares who you are in a greater way. For I know today is already done. The words that I have written have come through the Almighty. For it is not I that speaks today, but the Father within me, that I call God, Spirit, sometimes Father, Mother, God. It Whatever name you call your God, it's still all one. And I believe that there is a miracle that happens every day. So as I set my intention for this morning, I know that there is glory, that it touches a heart, for we are all in the oneness of love and that presence of the Almighty. So I release my word into the universe, knowing that it is done, and it is so, and together we say, and so it is. What a joy. You know, it's so nice to look out and see so many beautiful faces and smiles. You know, when a person does a talk, when there's nobody in the room, sometimes it's hard to get that energy flowing. So I am honored to be here, and I am so thankful that each and every one has showed up today to learn about me and kind of connect and maybe become a new friend, I hope. So today my talk is about kindness and love and faith. You know, and we can be kind when we see another person, you know, maybe a mother that has a child that's screaming and hollering, and if we just send them the love and kindness, sometimes that'll kind of, you'll see the mother kind of calming down. And you know, kindness goes even beyond. It's an act. I believe it says that in the dictionary. To be kind to somebody without even realizing it could save a soul. And when I was preparing the talk, I thought about that, and I thought, how many lives have I touched through the years? How many souls have I shared the love of who I am? Because I'm known throughout the system in CSL as the loving minister, because I share love. All my messages are always signed off love and blessings, so that people know me as that. And I don't even realize the amount of people that I do touch. Sometimes I'll get a card in the mail, or somebody will make a phone call and say, Reverend Linda, you have no idea how you've changed my life. You have no idea the intentions that you set, how it's made an impact in my life. And I go, really? And then I have to take a breath and realize that it's not me as the person, it's the spirit within me that gave me the words and wisdom to share that. And you know, I don't like put myself on a pedestal or anything, because I'm just like you. I put my pants on the same way every day. So, you know, it's I tell people, don't do that. You know, I have good days and I have bad days. And sometimes on those bad days, it's blah, 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 poor me, whoa, I should have. And I kind of laugh at that, because that's a reminder to me that I'm human. I'm human. I was born and I'm gonna die someday. I just don't know when. You know, it was funny last Sunday, not funny, but it was a conversation we were having on Sunday morning. Some of us get together and we go out for lunch. And somebody said, do you believe that we know when we're gonna die? And I thought about that and I said, no. And then before I know it, everybody jumped in and they had the conversation, and I didn't have a chance to say another word. And I thought about that this week. And when I thought about it, I remember there was a time when there was somebody, I don't remember the gentleman's name, but he said the world was going to come to an end. And there were people that ran out and they charged up all kinds of stuff, and they spent all kinds of, you know, money on their charge accounts. And guess what? The world didn't end. Now here's a person with all their debt. So I said, you know what? It's a good thing we don't know when we're gonna die. It's a really good thing. And I thought, that's being kind to ourselves. That's honoring ourselves and knowing that we're born and that someday we are gonna leave. But I do believe this. I believe that before we die, we always tell a loved one we love them. And the reason I say that is because my brother-in-law just passed away, and I'll be doing the memorial on April 2nd, so I won't be here that Sunday. And he had dementia. So he wasn't able to speak towards the end of his illness, and he would kind of and kind of try to say words and stuff. And my sister was there with him. They were outside, and she said, "Linda, Carl tried to speak to me today. He tried to say something to me, and I think he tried to say he loved me." And he passed away that night. So I believe that we do know. We do know when that time comes and we go home. And in that, it's loving ourselves and loving the people that it came to be with. But it's also having a faith that we believe in something greater than what we are. Jesus said, "By the words thy shalt be justified, and by the words thy shalt be condemned. And death and life are in the power of the tongue." And the reason I like that, and I thought, wow, I'm always telling people, be careful what you say, what you declare in the universe, negative or positive, it's going to come back. So be cautious, be kind to yourself, love yourself. And they kind of look at me, and I think, okay, I'm the one that sometimes say, okay, I don't know if I can do that. And my beloved Linda will knock me on the head and say, what did you just say? Will you stop saying that negative stuff? You know, you believe in something greater and better, and here you are declaring, and I go, oh, thank you, God, thank you, God. So, and it's okay, and then I laugh at myself, and I say, all right, forget that, exit that, go out. Nope, that's not in my thinking. I am an individual, I'm loving, I'm kind, and I'm grateful, and I believe in miracles. And I believe that each day is a new day. When I get up in the morning, I go, thank you, God, for a beautiful, wonderful day. Show me a miracle today. Teach me something new. And when I go to sleep at night and I'm just got my head on the pillow, I go, wow, what a glorious day, God, thank you. Just even honoring and saying those two little things can inspire you and uplift you in such a way that is phenomenal. Because when we come from the area of being positive and kind and loving to ourselves, therefore we can be kind and loving to other individuals. It's natural. It's just, it's a thing that happens within us, that people resonate to that. And they'll feel your energy when you walk into a room. They'll feel your presence. I know sometimes in the past, when I would be going to a family activity, I would, when I was a young girl, I'd go, oh, I don't want to go to Thanksgiving. I know Uncle Don and Dan are going to be fighting again. And I'd go, but what if it would be different and it would be fun this Thanksgiving? Not knowing that the word that I just spoke manifested that Thanksgiving where there was laughter and joy and there was peace. And I think that was the beginning of my journey of learning the things that we say and the things that we declare comes out of our mouth. So I believe that every storm runs out of rain. And I like that. I like that. I think sometimes when the challenges that we go through in our life, if we can just remember, it's only temporarily. It's not going to last forever. And when I read that, I thought, oh, where'd that come from? Who wrote that? I don't know. And that doesn't matter. I've learned also through this teaching, which I would say from the time I was a child, maybe 4 or 5 years old, I used to say, I'm going to be a priest. And my grandmother would say, that's a man's job. I'm going to be a nun. No, you don't want to do that because you'll never be home. You'll be living elsewhere. When I grow up, I'm going to be something special. So to me, I believe the seed was planted when I was born, that there was a reason that I was called into the ministry. I was sharing this morning that I had said when I moved to Alabama, I'm retiring, no more. I don't want to be a minister. I think I'm done. I've put my time in 25, 30, 50 years, whatever it's been. I'm finished. Well, God had another plan. So here I stand before you. You know, when I moved here, I didn't have a car. And I started thinking, and I said to Linda, we need to get a car. Nope, not yet. No, we need to get a car. So then I started setting my intention, because I believe when we set an intention, or we do a mind map or a collage or however it shows up in your life, that it will manifest eventually. No, I didn't know when or how or where the money was going to come from and so forth. But I set it out. My intention is to have a new car. The color doesn't matter, but I want it to have all the whistles and bows and top of the line, and I want it to be paid in full. And I know that it's coming. I know that it'll come in God's time and not my time. So I set that out. Now, for every day for probably 6 months, the past 6 months, I have declared I wanted a car. So I called my kids and one of my children, and I knew that they were financially okay, and I said, can I borrow X amount of dollars I need? I said, I'd like to buy a car. Gee, Mom, sorry, we can't loan you. We have all our money tied up. Man, I wasn't very nice that day. I was like, oh, selfish. How can they not do this? I'm their mother. They should be taking care of me, and blah, 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 blah. And then I thought, okay, so all right, God, if it's not coming from them, where's it going to come from? And I didn't know. But I still set my intention. And then I said, I'm sorry for being so irritated. Please forgive me. I love them, and I know that they're doing well. Well, unbeknown to me, my 2 boys and their wives got their heads together this past month or so, and they started looking for a car for me. And anyway, my daughter-in-law found a car in Texas. No, not in Alabama, in Texas. And they did all the paperwork and they did all the things and checked everything out. And my son, flew to Texas, picked up the car, and delivered it yesterday. It's right outside. It's a blue Honda, and it has all the whistles and bows. Top of the line, it's paid in full. Sorry for the tears. I cry at weddings too. But it's something that I had set the intention, and unbeknown to me, they just said, Mom, we just need so much money, and the thing is paid in full. And then they went out, they also had the oil changed, and they had it detailed out, and they put a cover on the steering wheel. Now, it's got a few scratches, and it's got some, years of things. It's a 2011. But when I look at it, to me, it's beautiful. It's a gift. And it's a way of my son said, Mom, don't forget to thank my wife. I said, thank you, wife. I cried on her shoulder. But, so those are things, and this is just an example. And it's something that if you can embody whatever it is that you would like to see manifest in your life, whether it's a little thing or a big thing. If you set your intention, the miracle will happen. Because it happens in my life all the time. When I least expect it, Bobby Joe, you're going to Hawaii. And when you said that to me, I thought, oh, Bobby Joe, you have to tandem jump in Hawaii. I did that. My sister is very adventurous, and I'm not really, heights and stuff like that. No, it's not me. But she had tandem jumped one time, and I had set that intention. Probably 4 or 5 years later, I was in Hawaii, and I thought, my mom was alive at the time, and she was always coming from fear. And when she was there, I said to my son, I want a tangent jump. He said, okay, Mom. I said, but don't tell Mom until we get there. So we went to the airport, and she said, what are we doing here? I don't want to get on a plane. And I said, oh, Mom, don't worry about it. I'm going to tandem jump. Oh, don't do that. You might fall. You'll get killed. I said, Mom, I said, it's something that I said a long time ago. It was the most glorifying experience to be up there and looking down and seeing the whole earth. And it was just amazing to me. And it was something that I was so glad that I did that. So if you want to experience being one with the Spirit, tangent jump. It's fun. It's fun. And I also bungee jumped in Australia. I did that one time. That's a whole talk when I did it. But you know, it's our intentions of what we believe and what we perceive for ourselves. And I can't tell you enough how it has impacted my life in so many ways. So going back to kindness and love and faith, be kind today. Share a little love. Maybe call somebody you haven't talked to in a long time. Send a card out to somebody. Or maybe just hug your neighbor next door. You know, it's the little things that we do that sometimes can really impact a person's life. Fillmore says, providing the power of principle, I want to know the truth, and I'm willing to learn. So when you're willing to learn something new, and you want to experience something different in your life, think about how you get up in the morning. What do you do when you look in the mirror? Do you say, God, you're beautiful. God, you're handsome. God, I love you. Or do you go, oh my God, look at my hair. Oh, I want to go back to bed. Well, if you want to go back to bed, go back to bed. Maybe if it's only for 10 more minutes. Honor your body, be kind to yourself, because it's the only one we got. Nobody else can do that for us or live our life. We have a choice. So today I choose to be more loving, more kind. I choose to be more at peace. I choose to set my intention to be of good service. If you can kind of put that into your vocabulary, and if you say something negative, I'm getting old. Say, no, I'm not old. I eat very well, and I'm only 20 years old, and I am gorgeous. You know, you feel the energy will shift in your body, and you'll feel it from your toes up through your head, and it will, wow, life is wonderful. Life is wonderful. I have a very dear friend that is a spiritual coach, and she's also an author. Her name is Kim Terranova, and I want to share this with you, what she writes about. Your power resides at the point of your connection with the divine presence within you. The conscious use of intention propels action into being. You have the power to activate intention to create all you desire, little things and big things. I ask you to think about, what is your intention? What is your intention for you in your life? Where do you see yourself? Tomorrow, today, next week, next year? What is it that you say that brings you peace and love and joy and excites you? Do you speak into the universe, poor me, I'm so old? Or do you say, I choose healthy food to nourish my body, and I feel like I am young, full of life? The universe does not no negative or positive statements. It responds to what you speak, so today I'm so happy for all the wonderful gifts I receive, the love and kindness that blesses my soul. Happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you, and just remember, it's a return to sender universe. What you declare, manifest in one's life. So be on guard with your tongue. Be on guard what you're putting out there. See, I see this church full. I see laughter, I see joy, I see activity in the church. I see classes going on where we invite people that necessarily don't know about the church and see who we are as individuals. For when you vision, it will manifest. That I can say and declare, or I wouldn't be standing here today before you and accepting the challenge of being a new minister here at the church. So thank you, God bless you, have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Peace and blessings.
That was absolutely wonderful. I love that. And for those of you who know me, that she was speaking my language of love. I love that. Thank you so much. And speaking of love, now is the time for love offerings. For those of you who are here at the church, there's a basket up front. And for those of you that are watching live or the replay, we have now Venmo, we have PayPal, or we have the good old-fashioned snail mail, which is P.O. Box 776, Fairhope, Alabama. You can look up the zip code. And we know with our love offerings that it's divine love through us, blesses us, and multiplies all that we give and all that we have and all that we receive, and is greatly appreciated. And then let's see, what do we have going on? A few announcements. We have on March 13th, please put it in the calendar. We're going to be having a wonderful service down at the Fairhope Pier. It's called North Beach. So as you're driving down to the pier, you take a right and you can drive. There's a pavilion right on the left. We're going to have some live music. There'll be some refreshments and beverages and some food to eat. It'll be a wonderful time. So come on down, mark that in the calendar. It's going to be, and invite some friends. Other than that, what do we have? A little bit of music here, and stick around after so we can have a little social gathering. We'll turn the camera around. You can see everyone that's here today. Pleasure.
Open your mind, unfold your heart, relax your senses, feel every part. You ain't got a thing to fear, looks like love is growing here. So take your guard and let it down, go deeper still until you come unwound. Breathe every breath, release your cringe. Love without waiting,
sky.